Welcome back to 7 Minutes for Seniors, folks. Chris Wilson with Modified Independence here with Morgan Brown, Senior Living Placement Group. This is our fifth and final segment. If you haven't seen the other segments, make sure you go back and check them out. Lots of good talk about helping seniors and hobbies and things of that sort. And Becky backouts.
Yep.
That was good. So fifth segment is our last segment. I always like to reserve the last segment for thinking into the future. So first question is, if I could introduce you to anybody, living, dead, fictitious, nonfiction, whatever, who would it be?
I feel like my first thought goes to Jesus.
Okay.
But I would like to meet Jesus, but okay, Dolly Parton.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so why Dolly Parton?
I love Dolly. I love her. I love her music. I just think she's precious, but she's also a big philanthropist and gives back and just think amazing person. I have a t-shirt that says Dolly for president.
Yeah.
So
she would love that.
Yeah.
She's a fascinating woman. So my wife's uncle is the piano player for Dolly Parton.
Stop. Yeah. That is so cool.
Last time she was in Jacksonville, we got to go backstage. She is the sweetest, nicest. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Well, next time you just gotta
absolutely. Yeah. So if she gets back down here, definitely get you involved. I know my wife spent time, like, I guess when she was a kid, they were all at her mansion, and her mansion is built on the property that she grew up on. So all the kids slept in the house that she grew up in, like in her childhood home. And then all the adults were in the mansion and everything like that.
Wow.
But she tells stories about being in the cabin or whatever that Dolly Parton actually grew up in.
Which she grew up very
poor.
Very poor.
Yeah.
And just what she's done is amazing.
Yeah. She's sweet. She's hilarious. She's absolutely hilarious. I remember one of the lines is, it costs a lot of money to look this cheap.
Yes, I love that. And somehow she's on my algorithm for my social media. So when I'll be doing my doom scrolling, I'll get a bunch of old videos of Dolly and love it. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. So what's the first thing you would ask her?
Oh, goodness. I don't know. Like, what's the best advice you could give me? I feel like that's kind of lame, but what's the best advice you could give me?
So it's not a particular song that touches you. It's more her as a person.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I do love a lot of her songs, but just her as a person overall. I think I love her music more because of her.
Yeah.
But
I'm always, if you can imagine meeting that person. What would you say?
Well, I love to ask people like who originally sang I Will Always Love You, because a lot of people don't realize she wrote and she was the person who originally sang it. So I think that's really neat.
The Whitney song.
Yep. Yeah. Everybody thinks it's Whitney, but I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I don't know. I probably just want like a big hug and just to tell her I love her and just thank you for inspiring me.
That's cool.
But
all right. So now thinking about the future, so I love asking this question. Where are you in 5 years? So you're 2 years into this business with Senior Living Placement Group. Where are you in 5 years?
I hope 5 years. So we're about to bring on a new advisor. Okay. So it's been just my uncle and me this whole time, and we're about to bring on a new advisor, hopefully. So I think in 5 years, I would definitely want a few more, maybe to just set a goal, 3 total besides us. And then start my expanding. I do want to eventually be all over Florida. And, depending on how that goes, make it bigger than that. But that's kind of a more shorter term goal. But I don't know about 5 years. I think that maybe wouldn't be 5 years. Maybe that'd be 10 years to be all over Florida. But 5 years to definitely grow the team here to at least 3 of us, 3 in addition to us.
Okay.
So that I am able to expand.
Yeah. So you kind of went 5 years, 10 years. Oh. No, you're fine. So instead of asking, because usually I go 5 years and 20 years, but you're already planning on dominating the world in 10 years, right? So I'll ask the question, the other question I asked, what does retirement look like for you? We deal with seniors every single day, right? We help seniors. We see people do it right. We see people do it wrong. Yeah. What does retirement look like for you?
It's so funny. We were just talking about retirement yesterday, and it's just like, to me, it's so scary to think about that. So I definitely obviously want to be prepared for it, financially, like I want to do a lot before then, but I think for me, it just means that I will have all of my documents in place. That's so big. Someone asked me yesterday, "Do you have your what is it?
Healthcare surrogate.
Healthcare surrogate and all that?" I said, "I don't," and I literally am in this industry, so I need to do that. But all of that ready, have my finances ready, and then I think it would just be traveling until I can't travel anymore, or hopefully hanging out with my grandbabies at that time. Yeah. So God's will, God's will. But
that's cool. That's cool. I think I'm going to change that question because I do like asking the retirement question to people.
Yeah.
Especially given what we do. I think putting it out there, the perspective that all of us as senior providers have of retirement, because you hit on a really important thing, that it's scary. It scares me, right? And I think to myself, am I scared because I won't be busy? No, right. I'm not worried about that because I'll be plenty busy on the golf course taking money from whoever I can, right? But I think it's scarier because we peek behind the curtain. We already know what's going on behind the curtain. Some of these people just go into it like blind and ignorant of all the things that they need to have ready. And sometimes if you don't know you're in a haunted house, then it's not scary, right?
Right. That's true. I think we know too much. Right. Definitely.
Yeah. I've always wondered if like kind of like the nurses that are in nursing school that are all hypochondriacs. Right. When they go through pathology class, I remember my sister-in-law Kim was talking about it when she was in nursing school and nurse practitioner school. She'd be reading a book and all of a sudden start feeling some of those psychosomatic symptoms you're reading about. And I think the same thing happens with us. Like, we just get locked into, all of the things and it feels overwhelming. Right. And it's not really about not having the time to retire. It's more like, do I have everything ready to go?
Yes. And then we never know how long we're going to live. I think they say to plan to 92 or 93. I don't remember financially, but my great aunt is 100. So it's scary.
It got stressful for my wife's grandfather. He lived to be 101. And I remember he was always sitting around going, I'm almost out of money.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, considering my existence is going to end when I'm out of money is just crazy.
It is scary. So that's a scary thought. A lot I want to do.
I don't want to end on a bad note.
Okay.
So if you do have any questions about how to plan for retirement, how to set yourself up for success as a senior, make sure you reach out to either Morgan or I. We can certainly get you in contact with other people. If you've seen the other 7 Minutes for Seniors videos, you know that there's plenty of other people out there to help with your specific questions. So feel free to reach out to her. She's good people, and I love being around her, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Chris.
Y'all have a great day. Be safe, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye.